Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dell. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning back. I'm happy to have you here with me today. It is overcast outside and a little bit dreary still, so we're going to get through it and it's all going to be fine. I'm being guided to remind you that the sun is always there even though it's overcast. So it's starting to rain a little bit as I say that. Cue the jazz music. So I don't know, I really actually find on YouTube there's these like kind of like soundtracks you can just put on in the background or whatever, and one I used to put on a lot was like Chicago jazz rainy day. And it just has like a cool kind of feel vibe, but when it would rain in the past that I would put that on, it'd be, I don't know, I liked it, my cats liked it. So I'm talking about it, so maybe that's something that interests you or is significant or special to you. I don't know. And anyway, all information about me is in the description box, how to book a personal reading. My name is Dell, if I haven't said that already. And the only way that you can book a personal reading with me or a service is through my website, dellegoddessintuitive.com or dellegoddess.com. That will take you there as well. Any songs, information, resources, books, things like that that come through the readings on the channel, I also just throw in the description box for that video so you can check it out and do your further research if that's something that speaks to you or calls to you. As always, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I greatly appreciate it, and it's just really wonderful way to support the channel, and when you guys do that, it just really lifts me up, and I'm so appreciative of it. You know, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I love seeing the community growing. It's very loving, and then to have you be a part of it as it's growing is just a wonderful thing, so thank you. Yeah, so we're going to get into some channel messages. I feel like there's one or two, and then we'll get into a tarot reading. So the tarot we're using again today is Tarot of the Divine. So yeah, as I'm getting into the channel portion, it's just my whole back has chills. So I feel like there's an expansion of some kind. It could be that you are I just heard on angel's wings. So it could be that you're going through some type of an ascension journey, or you're on like a spiritual awakening kind of a journey. But the main thing is expansion. There's expansion of conscious awareness, or just an expansion of your consciousness, but there is awareness with that. So this could be that, yes, what do you think about that? My cat Suki is over here. I thought he wanted to go out, but he's just saying, yeah. So anyway, yeah, but with that, it's just, I get that there's something that's like about to take off because of that. It really feels more like just the way that you are seeing things. You're noticing that things aren't how they have seemed like your whole life. So it could be that you're waking up to certain truths and realities about the world around you. And now Suki wants to go out, so just give me 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. Keeps wanting to go into, there's another spot in the house where it gets a lot of sun, but it's not there today because it's overcast. So another reminder that that there is sunlight. There's always, the sun is always present even though it's overcast. So now I'm hearing Elton John's Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. So that's interesting. There's definitely an element about maybe, okay, thank you. I'm like, where's this going? You might be feeling really left out and alone, especially if literally the way that you view the world and just your beliefs or something, you've had a major overhaul. It could even be like overnight this has happened, where you're like, I just don't see things the same way anymore, and I feel very alone and maybe ostracized a little bit as you're beginning to share observances that you've had where it just makes total sense to you now, but other people in your life aren't there and they don't see what you see or feel what you feel. So it can feel very isolating and lonely, especially if this has just recently happened. So that's how it's coming through. So you're not alone. There's a ton of people too who share the same views as you do, and it's just about connecting and finding those people, finding your tribe. So YouTube is a great resource for that, as well as Reddit. I'm feeling is coming through, where I'm just gonna see if that's focused there. Sorry. So just reconnecting with people who are like-minded. So And I say reconnecting because I think the people that you have always been around were like-minded until this point, and it's not your fault. You've woken up to something. You know what I mean? It's just you've chosen to see something for what it really is. And a lot of people go through life and go through the world they don't want to see. You know what I mean? It's way more convenient and easier just to let things be the way that they want to see the world as. But when you do have those realizations, it's sudden, whether you ask for it or not, you're seeing it. So it's about how do we want to make the best of the situation. I'm getting Layla by Eric Clapton. He goes, let's take the best of the situation before I finally go insane. So it's there's a message in there where I'm hearing like, it's like lay down the sword. Would your energy be better served trying to get other people to see your point of view when they're clearly not able or willing to see your point of view yet? Or can your energy be served better somewhere else? You know what I mean? With connecting with people who are like-minded, deciding to explore these new realizations that you are having for yourself, reading, going to the library. I'm like the library's biggest fan. So I also heard somebody say learning how to cook. So one of the wake-up calls you could have had is just like the food industry has a lot going on with it, where it's like I'm seeing divine support around you, by the way, too. They're just over here kind of like waving. So it could be too that you've woken up to just the foods that are on the shelf that are sold and called food aren't actually nourishing or helpful to your body or supportive of you at all. And it could be that you've woken up to this and you're finding all these health benefits now by just changing your diet or something like that. And other people don't want to hear about it. They don't want to see about it. And that's really heartbreaking too, because if you can see that they could be so much more healthy or vibrant or have like a bigger capacity for living more optimally, and you have been woken up to how to do that, and they're not receptive to that, it hurts. You know, so it's just honoring that. That's a feeling that I'm observing within me, I'm having, and it feels hurt, like it hurts, and to go through that. There's just a big message, an important message. I get these like celestial beings, like light beings around you that they're almost like guardian angels, but not. Just that's how it's coming through as light beings, just kind of helping you, like, hey, it's okay. Let's just focus on this over here. And I'm feeling there was an old story. I don't really remember what it was as a kid, where it was like everyone was doing the same thing on this side of the fence, and then someone hopped the fence, and then they were the outsider. And then they came up with this new dance routine. And then everyone was like, oh, what's going on over there? And then everyone ended up hopping onto that side of the fence to learn this new dance routine. And that's been going on in history since like the fire was found. So, ooh, what's that? Let me learn how to make it. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're a trailblazer. Sorry, not sorry. So it's important. I know it feels aggravating because it feels lonely at first, but you do find your tribe and you find people you can connect with who are like-minded, and that will continue to happen. The more that you're waking up to certain things, you'll find, at least I've noticed this in like layers or levels, where it's like, okay, with this level of awareness, I resonate with these people. Then you come out of that and you go up to this level of awareness, and now those people are like, I don't agree with anything that's going on over here anymore. And then you find those people, you know. So, but I am seeing that whoever I'm speaking with, it's like I do get a group of friends of like 3 or 4 people. It's like 2, 3, or 4 that you're kind of destined to go through this growing together. So you won't be alone for long. So that's coming through. And just as a reminder, this is a space of non-judgment, always just translating how the energy's coming in, and I'm always doing the work in divine love. So that's the space I like to operate in. And then the last channel message that's coming in is about I'm hearing Play the Way You Feel It from Dreams, Fleetwood Mac. And that's just indicating to me that your feelings are not to be ignored, and your feelings are not something that you want to identify with either. So this has come through the channel quite a bit in the past, but It's about just saying like, okay, I am not sadness, I'm experiencing sadness. I am not depression, I am experiencing depression. I am not anger, I'm experiencing anger. I it goes on and on, like how you are feeling, and just creating this distance, this space. It's so you can observe it and identify how you feel. It's more so about identifying the relationship that you have to that feeling, because something else that's coming through that's interesting is we don't really feel the need to do this with, I'm not happy, I'm experiencing happiness. We want to be happy. So that's something that we're holding on to. So it can go both ways, but seeing, how that feels for you, I feel like there's something there to sit with. I'm going to sit with that as well, because I don't think I've actually thought about this before with happiness, because it has definitely served a wonderful purpose for me in the past to say, I am not sadness, I'm feeling sad, just because it's a heavy emotion sometimes, and we want to get through it and feel through it. But happiness, and to be in a state of happiness, it's like allowing certain emotions just to resonate. So let's meditate on that. So, I definitely am going to. But there's just something about that, allowing yourself to really feel through the emotions and not to get stuck in certain ones, but just allowing there to be a flow of emotion. So that takes practice, I'm hearing, and you can call upon Archangel Michael and Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Gabriel to help you with this if it feels right for you to work with archangels. That's what's coming through. Okay, on to the tarot, I'm hearing. So, if anything I say, like the messages resonate, if you care to it just helps me to know that the messages are reaching you. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. But I'm just sharing. I'm hearing a really good song. When My Train Comes In, I think it's called, Gary Clark Jr. It's a blues song. So good. With that, I'm getting a message of making the most of your life and the time that you have with it. Do you want to spend time stuck in grievances, or would you rather air them out? I'm seeing an image with this, a visual, where it's like grievances is a pile of laundry that have been washed but never hung out on the line to dry, to get air through it, to move again, to be refreshed. So instead they sit in a wet pile and they collect mildew and they start to stink, and then you can't wear them anyway because now they're mold infested. So there's something about, like, you might be the one stewing or feeling in these grievances. As scary as it sounds, it might actually be better for you to talk about them or discuss them openly with the person who you have this falling out with. Specifically, this is coming through as like father and son, or mother and daughter, or father and daughter, something like that, where it's like, if there's any tension or like a grievance, that's what's coming through with a family member or something. It's, life is so precious and time is precious. We don't really know how much time we actually have, and there's no guarantee on the time that we do have. So there's just a message coming through. I don't mean to upset anyone as this is being delivered, but it's coming through for a reason. Where it's just like, I just feel somebody is considering, all right, maybe it would be better for me just to talk about this, and maybe I can come at it with an open heart, because maybe there's another side to this or a perspective I haven't considered yet. And that would help greatly with the healing and allowing flow to be reemerged between us. And then what if it's possible we can actually enjoy our life together? What if it's possible that, for the remainder of our lives, or somebody's life who's older, that we can actually have a relationship? I just heard someone say they can actually get to know my child. They can actually get to know my son. So I feel this feeling or this energy of like, it's a lot to think about that, but there's so much stillness around it, and you know that it would profoundly change you in the best way possible for both of you. It clears karma. They're showing me it clears karma, wipes the slate clean. For, let's be real, probably a few minutes of really uncomfortable vulnerability traded in for the rest of life happiness with this person. Like, I don't know. I'm not here to tell you what to do. So, but it feels worth it. So that's what's coming through. And I don't know the situation, but that's how the energy is coming through. Okay. The moon just literally highlights uncertainty, fears around uncertainty. The moon only shows us things in I'm hearing in like a beautiful mysterious light, especially when it's full, but we can't see the full picture like the sun illuminates for us. So we can kind of surmise, but the moon has this ability to, we can choose to see somebody in super romantic lighting where we're seeing only the best, or we can choose to see someone in their shadows, the scary parts, you know, that the monster in the closet, the monster hiding under the bed. And it's what's actually real. What's actually real is right in front of us. What are we choosing to see? If we need more light, can we wait till the morning? Can we wait till dawn? So that way we get the full picture of something before we make a decision. So, the next message is the Two of Cups. Yeah, this is reconciliation energy coming through to me. It's two people who didn't previously see eye to eye, coming together in forgiveness and total acceptance of one another, getting past the hard times. They've aired out the grievances, and now they're coming to reconcile. If you ever saw Peter Rabbit, the live action movie, I think Rose Byrne is in it. I think that's her name. It's like they do this thing where rabbits, when they want forgiveness, they touch foreheads and they talk it out, and that's how I'm seeing it come through here. So Spirit's just adding some lightness to it where it's really sweet. I'll put that movie in the description box below. It might be around Easter time when this reading is coming through, or I think it might just be past Easter, I'm not sure. But if you want to check that out, it's a good watch, especially it's a fun family movie too. So yeah, that's coming through. Four of Cups, there's a big message coming in that perhaps you haven't considered something fully. With this cup back here, they're only focused on the three that they can see in front of them. And the cup back here it's waiting to be explored, it's waiting to be discovered. And the cup also is longing to be explored and to be discovered. But the person needs to shift their perspective, turn around, and recognize that it's there. I'm hearing a turn around, a total eclipse of the heart, so I'll add that to the Spotify playlist as well. And then the sun, you can't make it up. So sometimes when we take a leap of faith in the darkness, we're rewarded with the light of the sun, but we had to feel our way through it first. So this is a really beautiful reading. To go from the moon, the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, to the sun. For someone who needs to know this, there's definitely a higher level of commitment coming in for you, like marriage, engagement, something like that. It's not for everyone, obviously, but that's very strongly coming through. And it's because you've connected to your heart, you've allowed yourself to feel through something. When you allow yourself to feel through something too, you trust yourself, you build that relationship, that commitment up within yourself. So there's a reward there, and you start to see it in your physical being mirrored back to you. Happy reading. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. I hope it found who it needed to find today. Sending you lots of love. I feel like we need some extra love today, so sending you guys lots of love. Hoping that you take care and stay well, and until next time.